Davey D hanging out with you this afternoon, or actually this evening. We are here on the eve of the Oscar Grant trial. A number of people have come out here to have a vigil for him. Many of us are already down in Los Angeles getting ready. But one of the organizers here, Rachel Jackson, no stranger to our show. You know, a couple of things came up that I was listening to, and one I didn't know was Mershelee's history. Can you break this down? Because a lot of us didn't know that he was doing serious dirt. And this is something that I was like, what?
Well, and as you know, that's one of the things we've also been talking about is the California Police Officers Bill of Rights, which which makes all California police, which protects all California police officers, and says basically, these are personnel matters, and so they can't be made public, and they can't be brought into court unless there's been a previous criminal proceeding, and we know that that's like a needle in a haystack. How many times a cop has gotten criminal charges.
What do we know about Mershelee?
So now what we know about Mershelee is that one of the most outrageous things that we found out shortly after is that in November of 2008, he beat up a man named Kenneth Carrethers. And actually, Kenneth Carrethers told his story, and he said that he was out by Coliseum. He was talking to another passenger, talking about how cars get broken into and this and that, and it's because BART police are just standing around not doing nothing. And they happen to be standing there. And so Mershelee and his partners heard him say that, and then decided to go and harass him, jumped on him, beat him down. I mean, they beat him bad. There are pictures. There have been pictures posted. I don't know if they're still around, but there were pictures taken. And he tried to file a complaint, and I don't remember which holiday it was. Oh, it was the holidays. And so he tried to file a complaint, and it just got lost in the shuffle somewhere between Thanksgiving and New Year's. And, if something had been done, and if Mershelee had at least been put on administrative leave, he might not have been on duty that day, and none of this might not have happened. And then there's a couple of other cases, too.
So this man heard somebody complaining about the police and beat him, Kenneth Carrethers, a brother?
Yes.
In Oakland?
Mm-hmm. In Oakland, at the Coliseum station.
And there's a law on the books called the Policeman's Bill of Rights, which, we've heard about, but that is the reason why we did know about.
Actually, in this particular case, it didn't even get that far, because Mr. Carrethers filed the paperwork somewhere, I guess, around before Thanksgiving, and then it just got lost in between the Thanksgiving and Christmas and then New Year's. And then when he went to go back and he was like, well, what's up? They said, oh, we don't know what you're talking about. It got lost, and then he's now going through a separate procedure to file a lawsuit.
This is, and this was on the watch of the former police chief, G.
Yes, and this was on G's watch, and then we also found out about a couple of other incidents of him brandishing tasers with two separate people. I don't know a lot of the details of those, but where he was flexing. He's from Napa, comes out to Oakland, and thinks suddenly sorry, but I hate to say it, but it's like he thinks he's the OPD or something, and thinks he can flex like that, when clearly he's the Napa guy.
He's a punk with a bat.
Yes, thanks.
Well, we appreciate that, and